A lot of you guys try to get funded, so in today's video what I'm gonna tell you is how to get funded, how I actually got funded, my first account, and my whole story in general. So I started trading back in 2020, at the end of 2020, and yeah, to the first account it's been quite a journey, to be honest. I I blew all of my money. Let's say it was 8 or 9 accounts on the way. Everything was FTMO, so it was way more expensive. And back in the days, the Propfirm challenges were even way harder because you had some time limit. You had 30 days to pass a challenge, so it was way harder than it is right now. So it took me way more time than it takes now, probably. But yeah, after 8 or 9 blown challenges, 100Ks, I was only going for 100Ks because why not? Yeah. And I that was a funny story, by the way. That was a funny story because like all my money I lost on challenges, and I had last $500 or $600, and I put it on it last challenge, FTMO 100K. The challenge wasn't going so well. Okay, I was in drawdown, like I don't remember correctly, 5 or 6%, something like that, and my bank account was saying like $20 or $30, which is horrible. Okay. So what I decided to do, I decided to find a job. So I'm originally from Czech Republic, and I decided to find a job in Cyprus to work as a bartender in a restaurant for 1K a month, which is not a lot, but hey, I needed some cash. I needed some cash. Challenge was in 6% drawdown, so it wasn't looking too good. So I decided to book a flight, to tell the manager, hey, you can come with me. Like I'm gonna do the bartender job, and yeah, I decided to do that. So it was like 3 weeks till the flight, and as I said, challenge was -6. But then, in next 4 days, I managed to pass phase 1 on silver. I did back-to-back wins on silver, which made me 16% in total, which was phase 1 passed. So that was first time for me. I passed the phase 1. Okay, so I was back in the days, like I was excited, to do it. It was crazy to me, and by the time the flight was like two weeks at that point, to the Cyprus, right? And yeah, I get my verification, and by that I was like excited as fuck. I took 4 or 5 losses, and I was -5 again. Okay, so then I was like, man, this is horrible. This is fucked. I need to go to the Cyprus. Like, yeah, the trading shit doesn't work for me. But yeah, it is what it is. But I keep trading, continue to stick to my plan, And what happened was, I remember correctly, it was 4 days till the flight, and I managed to get that verification passed from -5 in like 8 days to funded account from FTMO, and that was my first ever funded account. And yeah, like imagine this: 10 days to flight or so, like 12 to 10 days to flight. You have $20 in your bank. You have verification for the first time, -5%, and I just decided to fuck it. I just decided to go all in, and I bet on myself, and I managed to pass the verification. Verification was passed, and that was my first funded account. So yeah, that was crazy. And actually I made like, I'm gonna show you right here, but I made like 6.5 or 7K from the funded account, from that FTMO, in span of like 1 month. So in 1 month I made same exact money that I made in the Cyprus for like 7 or 8 months. Imagine that. And that's just only because I bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? So that was some crazy stuff, and that was my first ever funded account, and that was back in 2022, right? So then I lost that funded account in like 2 months, and then I lost that money in 2 months as well, because that was my first time to having this amount of money. This back in the days, man, it was loads of money to me. So I spent it on fucking bullshit ass things, you know. So yeah, I need to find a job anyways, which is it is what it is. I was at the job like 6 to 7 months. Then actually I went to Germany for a job as well to work 3 months to save some capital, and then I was able to pass another funded account with my forex funds, which went down, which is unfortunate. And with them, I was able to make like $14,000, which is great, you know what I'm saying? And literally from that point, like they went under. You know, I was also funded then with the funded trader, which also went under with some other firms. And the point of this is like I pick up the skill on the way how to get funded, right? So like by this time to now, I managed to pass multiple challenges, multiple verifications. I have multiple funded accounts, you know. So yeah, I managed to develop the skill, the systems, how to get funded actually. And this is what I'm actually helping people with right now, because keep in mind, I started at like back in 2020 at November, and my first funded account came in April or March 2022, which is 1.5 years for one funded account, which I was I was without money for 1.5 years, which is quite a lot of time, you know. And as I said, I developed systems how to pass a funded account even in a month, you know, if you know how to do it. I even did a series on my YouTube where I go literally from zero to funded in 4 weeks, and there is everything transparent. You can see TradeZilla, you can see Funding Pips account, you can see MT5. I show everything. I show Discord, the predictions, the signals. I show everything in there. And it took me 4 weeks. You know, if you have the right systems, right strategy, how to do it, doesn't need to take you 1.5 years to get funded like me, right? With the right systems, right strategy, you can be funded in a few weeks or a few months. And also, it doesn't have to cost you fucking multiple thousands of dollars, right? You only need one or two attempts, one or two accounts, and it can be passed easily. You know, as I said, you only need the right strategy, the right systems to do it, and you're pretty much ready to go. So what I did, I developed this process, this plan, which consists my strategy, how to trade the prop firms, which consists my risk management plan and my psychology plan, how to pass these prop firms accounts actually within, I would say, 3 months. Okay, it's a specific plan, specific strategy, how to do it, and then how to scale your funded accounts to be potentially funded multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so let's say if you are doing something wrong and you are not doing the things I told you to do, it's not a big of a problem, because you will get access to my signals, lifetime access to my signals, to basically take same trades as me and get funded only with the signals. Of course, I do want to help you to get funded, so it would be better for you to do what I tell you to do. But as I said, if by chance something happens and you are not gonna do what I told you to do, what I'm gonna tell you to do, you can just copy my signals and you get it funded only using my signals. And since my time and attention is kinda limited, I decided to work with 4 or 5 of you guys to change your guys' life. Because as I said, I developed this to pass challenges and to help people, right? And if you are literally tired of blowing time and blowing money on challenges, because I've been there, as I said, I've been there. I was thinking, yo, I got it. But then I zoom out 6 months passed by, I only blew money and I didn't make any, right? So, yeah, as I said, if you are tired of blowing time and blowing money, just if you are really fucking serious about your life and about your journey, reach out to me and let's change your fucking life.